So yeah, one of the things I went to do a bit of training. I'm gonna keep what that is because there's stuff working on in the background. Not really important right now. I will reveal it eventually when maybe that becomes a thing, but not right now. But while I was traveling and sometimes taking sort of breaks between sort of like what I was learning, uh, I was watching Attack on Titan because I've got so many episodes downloaded. It is a very long season. It is essentially the final season, even though it's got an OVA and a film coming out afterwards. It's really interesting. I'm not going to talk about any part of the major story beats because there is a lot to talk about. I might do this in two parts. I don't know. It is fun. But the one thing that I wanted to talk about was, I think, one of the things that's it's shown definitely in two scenes. One, I don't remember the episodes because they're on my iPad, the thing that's recording, so I'm not gonna say that. But one of the episodes deals with one of them because you have one person from the island and one person from away. Slight things, but the people away were told that the people from the islands were able to turn into Titans, control them, and even she said they killed hundreds of people, destroyed all of his things, and destroyed civilizations. And it is insanely dark. And I think it is an interesting idea that someone who did all of these things are the antagonists for the previous seasons. And it's questioning about what's happening. But I also like the idea that you have a girl who, because she says, why did my mom had to be eaten? You have the people there who are doing the thing of like, oh, how did you forget your generation hundreds of thousands of years ago did these horrendous acts? And then it's like, okay, but what have we done now? They mentioned, oh yeah, your country did attack our people and killed some of those people. And he was like, yeah, but my mom, who was part of your attack, was killed 4 years ago. So what did she do? And it's this whole question of, so obviously as this, you will make the argument, because I've said before, I'm British. And I'm going to acknowledge the British of the past didn't do the best. And I will always acknowledge that um, because of what England did, mostly I would say roughly Victorian to early 1900s, because after that it clearly just went down from there. Kind of had this era of we will take over everything. And I do think that is the same. But I like how this is the talking with, which is basically this people did something bad, so we're going to forever like send titans and set up war things, so we will kill all of them. I also like how they do in the other one, where you have two people from outside of sort of like the main island, and one of them dies, which is basically the person. I think it is what I think most people say is the potato, the person who had a potato in the season one. So she's dead. Spoilers, but I said spoil. I'll say spoilers beforehand. But the one thing I like is it's like, oh, don't worry, we killed her, and he goes insane because like I cooked, and this is the only thing that I like, and I like by those two actions two things. One, it shows the pain of if you have to be like reasons, explanation, and the pain of what war can really do and how it makes people go insane. And two, how if it's all of a, oh, he did this, and then he did this, and then he did this, and then he did this, it won't stop. if it's all, let's just take an eye for an eye, at the end of the day, everyone is getting hurt and no one is left. And realistically, it's all left until there's literally one person on Earth. But then they're dead because one species by one individual cannot procreate. And I think it's really interesting because of that. Dark, fully dark, but interesting nonetheless. But yeah, on that dark message, I hope you enjoy, I hope you like this video, and good night.